So, um, we're gonna talk about the final. The final is gonna be a interview. You're gonna have an interview with a bunch of people. Want to get you to understand how an interview works, what to say, how to say it, with the resume and everything of that sort. So just to give you the heads up, give you a little pointers if you missed the class or anything, how the interviews are gonna work, what they're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. Just only to give you a heads up, this is what the interview process is going to look like. Here's your job description, the engineering technician job summary. So this is basic information of how the job summary is going to work, what the primary responsibilities are. This is how you look for a job. You're going to fill in this and then put this on your resume. Your objectives and everything like that will be tailored to this. So we're going to go through it. This is also when to make the call, making calls, how you're going to proceed yourself, what are some of the interview questions. You should be looking that up. Keyword is not many people are going to help you with the interview questions besides your family, your friends, people who've been in the job, who has gotten a job and everything. You're going to Google most of this stuff. So you should be able to Google it. It's not like anyone's going to help you with a job interview. You're going to be stressed, have anxiety. That's fine. That's okay. No one's going to yell at you. No one's going to be crazy about it. Just take a look, calm yourself, prepare yourself. You should always have an example ready. Just make sure you have an example ready to go, and everything of that sort. So any example can be manipulated to exactly what you're seeing, to exactly what you're tailoring the question to. You can answer the question with an example all the time. It's great to have examples that you've experienced and done this before. Here's the rubric. This is the rubric right here. We're going to start with the first one. First impression. First impression once you get on Zoom. Hi, my name is. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Good morning, good afternoon. Eye contact, good hygiene, stuff like that. Handshake. We're not going to do a handshake, but we are going to look at how well you jump into the Zoom. Resume. You will need to make a resume, which I will explain a little later. How the formatting works. Is it good? Is it bad? So forth. You only need a page. You don't need more than a page. Just remember, you guys don't have that much experience yet. For me, I would have at least 2 pages. For you guys, probably we want to fit it down to one. You probably will have 3/4 of a page to a page. We don't want anything too big, too small, but just the right amount of size, enough to explain who you are. Professionalism, what you're professional, how you're dressed. Yes, you still have to dress up. You still have to dress in a suit and tie because we're watching you on the video. So between your chest and the top of your head, you should have that. Make sure you wear some pants because if you happen to get up or stand up for any particular reason, you should be dressed from head to toe. If your camera has your feet in it, probably that's too much video. So we want to make sure that you dwindle it down between your chest to the top of your head and everything. Um, Appropriate business attire, stuff like that. General attitude, positive attitude. Gotta have a positive attitude. Gotta make sure that the person likes you, you're likable, and everything like that. So forth. Content of the answer. Make sure you explain a lot of this stuff. You can't just be like short 5-word answers. That's not how this works. You need to explain how you're doing stuff, what you're doing, prep yourself, and stuff like that. Speaking ability. That's really important. Not a lot of people have really good speaking ability. So you need to be like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's how we're gonna do it. Let's make sure you do it right. Practice, practice, practice. That's the biggest thing. You need to practice. Not everyone goes into an interview cold. You want to practice. Practice what you're saying. Practice what you're doing. Practice that you have a story to tell. Make it memorable. No mumbling. No ums, likes, and everything like that. I want you to be properly rehearsed, not to a point where it's mechanical, but enough where you know exactly what you're talking about without having to stumble. Okay, so that's this. So what's gonna happen is on Google Classroom, I'm gonna have a sign up sheet. Make sure you look for the period you're in. Period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, period 5, period 6. Make sure you have the correct period on there. The time slots are already indicated. These are the time slots already. Make sure that you know what time slot you're in. Please do not delete someone else's name if someone's already put it in. Just find of the time. Please be respectful of other people and everything like that. Double check your time and everything like that. So, what's going to happen is you're going to get on the Zoom call. I'll have the Zoom call ready to go. You're going to plop into that on your time slot, wait for us, and we'll call you in and everything like that. So we want to make sure that everything's tied down, everything's good to go. You'll have the score. We'll have the scores ready to go and all that stuff ready to dive in and everything. So we're gonna prep all that. Now the resume. We're gonna go through the resume. This is the engineering resume. Obviously there could be other formats, but this is the format I use. Okay, objective. Basically whatever the job description is, that's what you're trying to achieve. Education. Most of you guys should have your high school education. For you freshmen and sophomores, you can put your middle school education because it's recent enough. You do not need a relevant courses. This is something that is tailored to a specific job, but you don't need it. You don't need the relevant courses and everything like that. You can if you want to, but you don't have enough courses to go through that. Projects. You can put in any projects that you need. If you want to put some of the projects that you felt like you were proud of, go ahead and put that down. Make a project, describe what the project is, everything like that. Skills. Put down any skills that you have. If you have a skill, use it. If you don't have a skill, try not to put it in. But most of you guys have most of these skills because we worked on it. Movie Maker, iMovie, applications, Microsoft, all that stuff. You can talk about Tinkercad, 3D design, all that stuff and everything. Other skills, your average typing speed, stuff like that. Experience. If you have a job experience, please put it on. If you don't have a job experience, you don't need it. Don't worry about it. All right. If you have a job experience, then that's fine. You should have related jobs and non-related jobs if you have some and everything like that, just to make it longer. If it's too long, then take out the unrelated. Interest is the most important. It's not really the most important. Sorry. Interest is to help the people understand what your personal life is. Okay. These questions are going to be personal. It's going to be personal questions. It's not going to be technical questions and anything like that. We're going through the first phase of the interview. Some places like Anheuser-Busch, brewing companies, stuff like that, they have multiple interviews. I had to do 7 interviews. I only got through 3 out of the 7 before they stopped calling me back. But there's multiple interviews in the process, and they want to make sure that you are the person that they are interviewing and they want you for the job. So these interests may be good. Maybe the boss likes RC cars as well, and you're like, oh, I like RC cars. Tell me more about them. What do you like? What do you do? And then that makes you more memorable. It puts you in a thing as you're more memorable. And that's the key. You need to understand that you're trying to impress the people in front of you so they can remember you when they pick from hundreds of applicants. If you don't stand out because you're not memorable, then that means that they might not pick you or everything like that. So try and be as more memorable as you can. I will not be grading your interview. I'm gonna have people come in during the time slots, and they are people from industry. Hopefully, I'll have a bunch of people that are from industry that are willing to help out, get through this and everything like that. So I will not be interviewing you. Someone else will be interviewing you. So lay on that. Be careful and have fun with it. That's pretty much what the final is gonna be. Rewatch it if you need to, but a lot of it you can Google on your own. This is something that is very open-ended because of the fact that when you go for an interview, you kind of look up all the things. What is this job doing? What is this job entailing? Some of the questions I need to answer. Google's your best friend. If not, ask your parents. Your parents are gonna help you. They're gonna love to help you with this. And they're like, oh my God, my kid's growing up. So try it. All right, so there's the final. Good luck. I'll see you guys during class. All right, see you later.